What up, my peeps? This is Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and we have another deck review. So, pardon my little puma. He's probably going to be walking through the lens every once in a while. Okay, so today I want to review the Romantic Tarot. Ooh la la! Okay, so I have already started working with this deck, so the cards are out of order because it is a working deck, and I don't know, I don't really like my cards to be put back in order. I like them to be as shuffled as possible. So look at those beautiful backings. Okay, so let's just pull all this stuff out. Okay, so these are the two, I would say, extra cards that came with the deck. So you have the Lo Scarabeo, Romantic Tarot, and you have the woman swooning as she is being kissed by the man. So old school, so romantic in Venice. Okay, and then you have the Lo Scarabeo card that's kind of tossed in with all of their decks. And I find these to be really good bookmarks. So, you know, they're good quality bookmark. Yes. Okay, so put those back inside. And, you know, it's just a regular little box here. And, ooh, the back of the box has what kind of looks like, I would say, kind of a Gone with the Wind-ish, you know, Vivian Leigh type thing. And you have the Romantic Tarot. So just a very simple box, just so your cards don't get all munged up. Okay, so I know some people kind of toss aside the little white book that comes with things, but I do at least like to read the first couple of pages. Maybe not the meanings, maybe I'll read a couple of the meanings, but I mean, since I read intuitively, I kind of derive what I can from the cards themselves, but it's nice to get a little background. And so, actually, if you look here, you know, of course it gives you a little spread, but it tells you a little bit about the cards and kind of how they're divided into, you know, the different places of love. Here you have Venice and Vienna, Rome and Paris. And it tells a little bit about, you know, our perception. It's basically the perception of romance. And so I think this works really well if you were going to do specifically love readings or readings of the heart, or maybe even love of yourself, something like this. Okay, so let's put this back as well. And let's get to our beautiful cards. Okay, so these are the beautiful backings, and they are somewhat glossy, as you can see. And I know that some people edge their cards, but I don't know, I kind of like to leave things be. So here we go. So it is a little on the glossy side, but I think it's got a good weight to it, you know, almost like a regular playing card thickness. Okay, so let's take a look at these wonderful cards. The cards do not have any words on them, like it won't say the Hierophant or the High Priestess or, you know, Seven of Wands and things like this. When it gets to the suits, it's just going to have a number at the top, and then it will have the what it represents down at the bottom. So our wands are actually canes in this instance. Okay, so let's just go ahead and go through these. Of course, this is our world card. Good practice in reading Roman numerals. I like this one, the strong man. It's like, can't just figure out that it's one of those trick deals. He's trying to use brute strength instead of his mind. And got a beautiful star card there. For me, it almost looks like they gave birth to a little puppy and they're holding their puppy baby. Kind of like my puma. I gave birth to a puma. The doctors were a little freaked out at first when they saw a little fuzzy baby come out. He had a tail and 4 paws, cute little nose. They spanked him. He said meow. But I was like, hey, do not judge. See, I like this one. He's like, I am such a pimp. Who am I going home with tonight? Do I got the lady in red or the lady in the red dicky? Who goes home with me? And we got the lady that's on the back of the box, which would be the Empress. I like the Hangman. He actually looks like he's having a good time. He's like smiling. Looks like Houdini to me. Like, I got this. I've had this planned all along. So I love that these cards, I love the artwork. I love the coloring to them. And I love that they're so, I would say, provocative. You know, there are some cards where it's like, whoa, hello. Did they just get finished having a roll in the hay? Or are they off to go have a roll in the hay? Sorry about that. Didn't mean to bump the camera. I like how she's like, what? Why are you working with them? You could be up in the hay with me, having a good time. And she's like, wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. He's like, aw, hell. What the hell did I do last night? That's awesome. I love these cards so much. I've been having such a good time working with them. This one was a little hard for me to figure out until, you know, I kind of looked at the symbolism with the lantern, that this was the Hermit. You got the Devil. It's like the devil is chained. Not the devil has you chained, so I think that's a different point of view. And this one I think is interesting. You got the little girl in the background over here, and she's watching these people make out, and she does not look happy. So it's like, is that mom or is that dad? Like, you know, having a little smooch smooch with somebody who's not her mommy and daddy. She's like, hey. Got this girl just, oh, my dress is falling off and I am surrounded by these goats. Oh, whatever shall I do? Hey, Wally. Sorry, my kitten is dropping his toys on the cord so he can eventually take down the camera. These cards are so cool. So much to work with, so much personality, I would say. And I think every tarot deck has their, you know, own personality. You know, obviously somebody created it, so energy and life went into it, which is, you know, why you always gotta, or at least for me, give it a little cleansing, you know, and impart some of my energy into it. But this one definitely has a very playful, very tongue-in-cheek personality. It's very cheeky. So, ooh la la, naughty naughty. And she's like, oh no, what are you doing? I do not know. And he's like, hey. Yeah, these are just so cool. And our death card. So that is it. That is all 78 cards of the Romantic Tarot. And so let's go ahead and, you know, see how they shuffle. and I am a side shuffler. The only time I really do any riffle shuffles when I first get a deck of cards, and I really want to mix them up. So usually I'll break them up like this. I'll have break them up into threes. Do a little riffle shuffle or rifle shuffle, however you pronounce it. Potato, potato, and then I just kind of sit around, and I don't know, I think it's kind of meditative. I just sit with my cards, and usually when I'm just, sitting around watching stuff or reading stuff, I'm just like shuffling my cards. So they're always nice and shuffled. Okay, so let's pull 3 cards. Not really asking a question, but here we go. So push that off to the sides. We got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so our first card here, we got the King of Coins or King of Pentacles. And then we have the 7 of Swords. And then we have the 2 of Swords. So if we were doing kind of like a past, present, future thing, so here we could say, in the past you have had a strong hold on finances, that finances have always been a big thing for you, that all of your time and energy was put into something of this nature, just kind of very, very general, since there really isn't a question that has been asked. Because of this focus being so intent on money and, maybe hoarding money, that it's led to, feelings of guilt about maybe spending some of that money because you've been working so hard to obtain it. So it's almost like you're hiding your spendings from other people, mentally, you feel guilty about this presently. And what this leads to in the future is kind of a confusion within yourself about the whole thought of what money means to you. Almost like, should I make it? Should I not make it? Should I spend it? Should I not spend it? Type thing. So again, if it was whatever the question may have been. Okay, so that is it. That is the Romantic Tarot. And I hope you guys enjoyed this deck review. So if you got a kick out of it, then please give this a thumbs up. And don't forget to click subscribe. And if you would like a reading with me, please check the information box below. And you can see my website, my Etsy page, and check out all the awesome sauce readings that I have. And I will catch you guys later. All right, peace out.